Hey everyone, welcome to the Bizzaro Zone with yours truly, Bizzaro. Anyways, I got a special treat for you guys because I'm going to show you combos you can use with the Sacred Beasts of Power. Yes, I got, as you know in the last video, I told you guys I got basically the structure deck of these guys. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you a combo or two you can possibly use with opening hands with this deck. Now note, I added some other cards that I already controlled from other decks to help make this stronger, a little bit stronger than just regular budget. And I'm taking a few notes from Team Sam's deck, but I'm also taking notes of my own. So here's what I'm going to show you. I'm going to have Chaos Summoning Beast, Droll and Lockbird, 1-for-1, Solemn Judgment, Opening of the Spirit Gates, and then the new Raviel Lord of Phantasm Shimmering Scraper. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you this first opening hand. So first off, I start off with the spell Opening of the Spirit Gates. This allows me to either get one of the 3 Sacred Beasts or a card or a monster that specifically lists one of those cards in its text, which is actually a lot, actually. 3 different sets of cards to do that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring out the Searcher, which is Dark Beckoning Beast with this. So now we have that. Now, a normal summon Dark Beckoning Beast allows me to get basically any card that lists either the Secret Beasts themselves or ones that list one in its name. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to summon the level 5 Dark Summoning Beast. Okay? So I'm going to summon that. And also, these are in my hand, by the way. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set Solemn Judgment for later negations in the following turn. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to activate the second effect of Dark Beckoning Beast. I'm also now allowed to special summon, not special summon, an additional normal summon for a monster, for a fiend monster with 0 attack and 0 defense, which are a couple of different monsters you can use. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to get rid of him in order to additional normal summon Dark Summoning Beast. It's a level 5 and it allows you to special summon a Uriah, Lord of Searing Flames, Hammond, Lord of Striking Thunder, or Raviel, Lord of Phantasms from my hand or deck, which is why I got him out. Because now you don't necessarily need to, which means you don't necessarily need to get rid of do it from your hand. You can just pull one from the deck. So in this case, I'll start off with, well, in this case it doesn't matter, but as long as I'd rather prefer to bring out Raviel. So I have Raviel right here. So I tribute this in order to bring out Raviel. Okay. So I got a 4,000 beef stick. Okay. Great. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to use the other effect of Dark Summoning Beast. I'm going to banish it in order to add one of the 3 Sacred Beasts to my hand from deck. And note, I have 2 copies of each in this deck. So in this case, this time I'm going to bring out Haman out. And if you're curious, I'll tell you guys what the deck profile is in the future. But for now, I'm going to bring out Haman. Okay, so Haman's in my hand. Now, what I'm going to do is, at this point, I'm going to try to bring out something else. I'm going to get rid of my Chaos Summoning Beast in my hand in order to activate 1-for-1, which is send 1 monster from my hand to the graveyard, special summon a level 1 monster from my hand or deck. So in this case, I'm going to bring out another Chaos Summoning Beast, which I can tribute this card, special summon Uriah, Lord of Searing Flames, Hammond, Striking Thunder, or Raviel, Lord of Phantasms. So I'll tribute him in order to bring out Haman. Okay, so now I'll banish 1 Summoning Beast level 1 in order to add Fallen Paradise to hand. Okay, so now we got Fallen Paradise, Droll and Lockbird, which allows the opponent to make sure they don't draw extra things. And now, the cool thing about Fallen Paradise is your opponent cannot target the Sacred Beasts or Armatile, the Chaos Phantasm, which is the fusion, in my monster zones with card effects. Also, those monsters can't be destroyed by your opponent's card effects while I control them. If I control Uriah, Haman, or Raviel, or Armatile in my monster zones, I can draw 2 cards. So, which is cool. I can draw 2 more cards to do some cool stuff. Anyway, I'm going to set... and I drew Dark Summoning Beast. Wow, the camera's a little bit weird today. And I added a Dark Summoning Beast, as well as Escape from the Dark Dimension, which is cool. Alright, so I'll set Escape from Dark Dimension, and then I end my turn. Alright, so during the following turn, I got that Droll and Lockbird in case they got something special. And then I can also bring out Escape from the Dark Dimension to bring back the Dark Summoning Beast. So I can bring out Uriah if I have to. And then, of course, I got the Solemn Judgment from earlier. Yada, yada, yada. Okay. So now it's my turn. Draw. Now I can activate a second one of these if I want. And then so on and so forth. And the point of this deck is to either kill your opponent with Armatile, because you're able to special summon him as long as you have all 3 you control. And as you can see, just from one turn, I was able to get 2. Which, then by themselves, is enough to go for game and just attack them. But it was my first turn. So, I'm just showing you an example of what I could do. Also in my hand, if you remember, I have Shimmering Scraper. Which, what I can do is, if it's now my turn, what I can do, once this first one resolves, I can bring out a monster. So I'll do Dark Beckoning Beast. Okay, so I'll do Dark Beckoning Beast, and then I'll bring out one of the traps. One of the new traps that does something really amazing. Hold on, let me get to it. And it's called Awakening of the Sacred Beasts. And it depends on how many Sacred Beasts you have in your, on your field. What it does is, and it goes up to 3 obviously because there's 3 of them. So the first one, effect is each time you normal or special summon a monster, your opponent does this, you gain life points equal to the attack of the monsters. So your opponent, if they're doing rockets, let's just say, they're known to summon monsters like nuts. Salamangreat, same as that, and so on and so forth. For those ones that keep on summoning monsters, like in most decks, you gain that life points and you keep on going up, but they don't. Then, if it's second, if you have 2 plus, you negate the activated effects of monsters your opponent controls. So, if you have 2, which I do right now, that's good. And now for 3, any monsters in your opponent's graveyard are banished instead. And then obviously, once per turn, if you control a level 10 monster, which could be either this, or any level 10 monster, it could even be Obelisk or Slifer if you put it in there, oddly enough, because they're level 10. You can add a continuous trap from your graveyard to your hand. So if you add another one of this, okay, you could do that or something like that. Okay, so I'll set this. Dark Summoning Beckoning Beast. Okay, it allows me to do an additional normal summon. So, what I'm going to do for this, I'm going to activate Dark Summoning Beast. What I'm going to do for that is I'm going to, well, obviously now we banish it, do the effect of Escape from the Dark Dimension. Because once it leaves, such like that, okay? Now I'm going to bring out Uriah in defense mode. Because there's only two continuous traps on the field and graveyard, but 1 technically, because Escape from the Dark Dimension is the only one that's shown, so it has 1,000 attack and defense. Okay, so we have all 3 of them on the field, so that means that's good. Now, Fallen Paradise allows me to draw 2 more cards. Okay, so I have Dark Summoning Beast, which I can still use its effect, or I can do Called by the Grave, or the Fusion Destruction, which allows me to bring out one of two monsters. Armatile, which is these guys, which they can do on their own, or Phantasm Emperor Trilo, which I'm sorry if you can't see that well. I don't know why the camera is being a bit like a jerk today, but yeah. So I'll keep going with this in order for Dark Beckoning Summoning Beast, and then yeah, because I already activated that effect, and then I said, well, then I'd activate the effect where I can just banish these in order to bring out Armatile. I'll bring out Armatile. Anyway, stay tuned for the deck profile in this deck. And yes, I have a lot of cards in my deck, but at least it's worth it, you know? Alright, so anyways, with this, during the battle phase, it gains 10,000 attack. So then it's an instant gamer right there. So, anyways, yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you have other ideas or such, just let me know. If I messed up how they work in the combos, please let me know. I'm still testing out this deck. I just got the deck yesterday. So I'm trying to test out how good it is, but at the same time know its limits. So anyways, hope you guys see in the flip side. This is Bizzaro from the Bizzaro Zone signing out.